The Japanese spider crab, Macrocheira kaempferi, is a remarkable and colossal arthropod known for its impressive size and appearance. Size. Japanese spider crabs are renowned for their immense size. They have the longest leg span of any arthropod, reaching up to 12 feet 3.7 meters from claw to claw. However, their bodies are relatively small in comparison. Habitat. These crabs are native to the waters around Japan, particularly in the Suruga Bay, the Sagami Sea, and the Pacific Ocean. They prefer depths ranging from 160 to 2,000 feet, 50 to 600 meters. Appearance. Japanese spider crabs have a distinct appearance. They have long, spindly legs covered in spiky projections and a round body that is often less than a foot wide. Their carapace, the hard upper shell, can be reddish-brown to orange in color. Legs and claws. The front two legs of Japanese spider crabs are elongated and resemble a spider's walking legs, giving them their name. These legs are not typically used for walking but are used for capturing prey and handling food. The other four pairs of legs are shorter and are used for walking. Their claws are relatively small compared to their body size. Diet. These crabs are omnivorous and primarily scavengers. They feed on a variety of food items including dead animals, mollusks, plants, and small fish. Their long, spindly legs are well suited for reaching into crevices and holes to extract prey. Molting. Like other crabs, Japanese spider crabs undergo molting, shedding their exoskeleton to grow. During the molting process, they are vulnerable to predation until their new exoskeleton hardens. Long lifespan. Japanese spider crabs are known for their longevity. They can live for several decades, with some individuals reaching over 100 years old. Conservation status. While not currently classified as endangered, these crabs face threats from overfishing, habitat destruction, and pollution. Conservation efforts are in place to protect their populations and habitats. Aquarium attractions. Due to their remarkable size and appearance, Japanese spider crabs are popular attractions in public aquariums. Visitors can observe these massive crabs up close in specially designed exhibits. Cultural significance. Japanese spider crabs hold cultural significance in Japan and are sometimes featured in art, folklore, and cuisine. Japanese spider crabs are fascinating creatures that showcase the incredible diversity of life in the world's oceans. Their impressive size and unique appearance make them a captivating subject of study and fascination for marine enthusiasts and researchers alike. The coconut crab, Birgus latro, is a fascinating and giant terrestrial crab known for its remarkable size and behavior. Size. The coconut crab is one of the largest land-dwelling arthropods on Earth. They can have a leg span of up to 3 feet, approximately 91 centimeters, and can weigh as much as 9 pounds, 4 kilograms. The size of an adult coconut crab is similar to that of a small dog. Habitat. These crabs are found in the Indo-Pacific region, including islands in the Indian Ocean and the Central and Western Pacific Ocean. They inhabit coastal areas and forests, often near the ocean. Diet. Coconut crabs are omnivorous scavengers and opportunistic feeders. While they primarily feed on fallen fruit, particularly coconuts, they are known to eat a wide variety of plant material, carrion, insects, and small animals. They have powerful pincers that can crack open coconuts. Behavior. Coconut crabs are nocturnal, becoming more active at night. They are agile climbers and are known to scale coconut palm trees to access ripe coconuts. They can also climb other trees and rocks. Molten growth. Like other crabs, coconut crabs undergo molting, shedding their exoskeleton to grow. During the molting process, they are vulnerable and often hide in burrows to protect themselves until their new exoskeleton hardens. Lifespan. Coconut crabs have relatively long lifespans, estimated to be around 60 to 70 years in the wild. Conservation status. While not officially listed as endangered, coconut crabs face threats from habitat destruction and overharvesting. In some regions, they are protected by law to ensure their survival. Claw strength. Coconut crabs have incredibly strong claws that allow them to crush coconuts and other hard materials. Their grip strength is one of the strongest among all crustaceans, and they can exert considerable force. Reproduction. Little is known about the reproduction of coconut crabs in the wild. They are believed to reproduce via a process known as direct development, where the female carries eggs and releases larvae directly into the ocean. Cultural significance. In some cultures where coconut crabs are found, they have cultural and culinary significance. They are considered a delicacy in some regions, and their shells are used in traditional crafts. Conservation efforts. Due to concerns about declining populations in some areas, there are efforts to protect and conserve coconut crabs, including restrictions on harvesting and habitat preservation. Coconut crabs are extraordinary creatures, known for their size, strength, and unique adaptations. They play a vital role in their ecosystems by assisting in seed dispersal and scavenging. The blue crab, Callinectes sapidus, is a prominent crab species found along the Atlantic coast of North America and in the Gulf of Mexico. It is not only ecologically important, but also has economic and culinary significance. Physical appearance. Blue crabs are named for their distinctive blue-green carapace, shell, but their coloration can vary from blue to olive green. Males typically have bright blue claws, while females have red-tipped claws. Size. Adult blue crabs vary in size, with carapace widths ranging from 4 to 9 inches, 10 to 23 centimeters. Males tend to be larger than females. Habitat. Blue crabs are primarily found in estuarine and coastal habitats, including saltwater marshes, tidal creeks, and bays. They are known for their ability to adapt to varying salinity levels. Diet. Blue crabs are opportunistic omnivores. They feed on a wide range of organisms, including small fish, mollusks, algae, detritus, and other crabs. They use their sharp claws to capture and tear apart their prey. Reproduction. Blue crabs have complex mating rituals. Mating typically occurs in the spring and early summer. Females carry their fertilized eggs under their abdomen until they hatch into larvae. After hatching, the larvae go through several stages of development before becoming juvenile crabs. Molting. Like all crustaceans, blue crabs must periodically shed their exoskeleton to grow. During molting, they are vulnerable to predation. After molting, they consume their old exoskeleton to reabsorb calcium. Commercial and culinary significance. Blue crabs are a valuable seafood resource, and their meat is considered a delicacy. They are harvested for their claws and body meat, which is used in various culinary dishes, including crab cakes and crab soups. Fishing and regulations. Blue crab fisheries are managed with regulations to ensure sustainable harvesting. Minimum size limits, catch restrictions, and trap regulations are common measures to protect crab populations. Economic impact. The blue crab fishery has economic importance, particularly in regions where it is a major industry. It supports jobs in commercial fishing, seafood processing, and the restaurant industry. Predators. Blue crabs are preyed upon by a variety of species including fish, birds, larger crabs, and humans. Their camouflaged appearance and burrowing behavior help protect them from predators. Blue crab softshell stage. Blue crabs undergo a softshell stage after molting when their new exoskeleton is soft and pliable. Softshell crabs are a popular delicacy in many cuisines. Migration. Blue crabs exhibit seasonal migrations, with individuals moving to deeper waters in the winter and returning to shallower areas during the warmer months. Estuarine ecosystems. Blue crabs play a crucial role in estuarine ecosystems by controlling populations of smaller organisms, recycling nutrients through their feeding and excretion, and serving as prey for larger species. Conservation. Conservation efforts aim to ensure sustainable crab populations. These efforts include habitat protection, monitoring of harvest levels, and implementing regulations to limit overfishing. Blue crabs are not only important to the culinary world, but also have ecological significance in the estuarine ecosystems they inhabit. Managing their population sustainably is essential to both the environment and the fishing industry. Horseshoe crabs are ancient arthropods that have been around for hundreds of millions of years. They are notable for their unique appearance, behavior, and ecological importance. Ancient creatures. Horseshoe crabs are often referred to as living fossils because they have existed virtually unchanged for hundreds of millions of years. They predate dinosaurs by about 200 million years. Taxonomy. Despite their name, horseshoe crabs are not true crabs. They belong to the arthropod class Merostomata, and there are 4 living species in this group. Physical characteristics. Horseshoe crabs have a hard horseshoe-shaped carapace shell covering their cephalothorax, which is a fusion of the head and thorax. They have long pointed tails, a series of book gills for respiration, and a long spike-like telson at the rear of the carapace. Habitat. Horseshoe crabs are primarily found in the Atlantic Ocean along the eastern coast of North America. They are most commonly seen in shallow coastal waters and along the shoreline. Mating ritual. Horseshoe crab. Mating is a fascinating spectacle. During high tide, males cluster along the shoreline and wait for females to arrive. The females come ashore to lay their eggs in the sand, while multiple males compete to fertilize them. This phenomenon, known as the horseshoe crab spawning beach spectacle, is an essential event for both the crabs and migratory shorebirds that rely on their eggs for food. Blood. Blue-green blood. Horseshoe crabs have copper-based blue-green blood, which is essential for the medical industry. The blood contains a substance called Limulus amoebocyte lysate, LAL, used to test for bacterial contamination in medical equipment and vaccines. Conservation efforts. Horseshoe crab populations have declined due to overharvesting and habitat loss. Conservation measures such as fishing regulations and protecting spawning areas have been put in place to protect these ancient creatures. Limulus vision. Horseshoe crabs have compound eyes that are highly sensitive to light and movement. They can see ultraviolet and blue light, helping them navigate and locate prey in shallow waters. Feeding habits. Horseshoe crabs are primarily scavengers, feeding on detritus, algae, small invertebrates, and dead fish. They use their calyxeri, pincers, to pick up food from the substrate. Protective carapace. Horseshoe crab's hard carapace provides protection from predators, such as sharks and sea turtles. Their pointed telson acts as a rudder and helps them flip over if they become stranded on their backs. Burrowing behavior. Horseshoe crabs are known to bury themselves in the sand, often only exposing their eyes and telson to escape predators and regulate their body temperature. Ecosystem role. Horseshoe crabs are a keystone species in many coastal ecosystems. Their eggs provide crucial food for migratory shorebirds during their long-distance migrations. Scientific research. Beyond their importance in the medical field, horseshoe crabs are studied by researchers to better understand their biology and the role they play in coastal ecosystems. Horseshoe crabs are a unique and ancient group of arthropods that continue to fascinate scientists and play a crucial role in both medical science and coastal ecosystems. Efforts to protect and conserve these remarkable creatures are vital to their continued existence. Fiddler crabs are small, distinctive crustaceans found in coastal areas worldwide. They are known for their unique appearance, including one greatly enlarged claw and their intriguing behaviors. Taxonomy. Fiddler crabs belong to the genus Uca, and there are over 100 recognized species within this group. They are part of the family Ocypodidae, which also includes ghost crabs. Size. Fiddler crabs are relatively small, with males typically being larger than females. Their carapace shell can range from about 1 to 2 inches, 2.5 to 5 centimeters in width. Physical appearance. The most distinctive feature of fiddler crabs is the asymmetry of their claws. Male fiddler crabs have one greatly enlarged claw called the major claw and one smaller claw called the minor claw. Female claws are more equal in size. The major claw resembles a fiddle or violin, giving these crabs their common name. Habitat. Fiddler crabs are found in intertidal zones along coastlines, including sandy and muddy shores, salt marshes, and mangroves. They build burrows in the substrate to escape predators and extreme temperatures. Diet: fiddler crabs are primarily detritivores, feeding on organic matter, algae, and microorganisms found in the sediment. They use their smaller claw to scoop up food particles and transfer them to their mouths. Social behavior: fiddler crabs are known for their complex social behaviors. Males use their major claw to signal to females and establish territories. They often engage in courtship displays involving waving and drumming their claws to attract mates. Molting: like other crustaceans, fiddler crabs molt to grow. During molting, they shed their exoskeleton and emerge with a new soft exoskeleton. This process leaves them vulnerable to predators until their new exoskeleton hardens. Predators: fiddler crabs are preyed upon by a variety of animals, including birds, fish, raccoons, and larger crabs. Their burrows provide a refuge from predators. Tides and activity: fiddler crabs are highly influenced by tidal patterns. They are most active during low tide when their burrows are exposed. As the tide comes in, they retreat into their burrows to avoid predators and rising water levels. Ecosystem role: fiddler crabs play a significant role in coastal ecosystems by aerating and mixing sediment as they dig their burrows. This activity helps to promote oxygenation of the substrate and nutrient cycling. Conservation: fiddler crabs are not typically considered endangered, but their habitats, such as salt marshes and mangroves, are vulnerable to habitat destruction and pollution. Conservation efforts often focus on protecting these crucial coastal ecosystems. Research: fiddler crabs are subjects of scientific research due to their interesting behaviors and the insights they provide into animal communication, courtship, and social interactions. Fiddler crabs are charming and intriguing creatures that add to the biodiversity of coastal environments. Their unique appearance and behaviors make them a subject of interest for both scientists and nature enthusiasts. Hermit crabs are fascinating and unique crustaceans known for their habit of inhabiting seashells and their intriguing behaviors. Taxonomy: hermit crabs belong to the superfamily Paguroidea, which includes around 1,100 species. They are not true crabs but are more closely related to lobsters and shrimp. Shell-dwelling: hermit crabs have a soft coiled abdomen that lacks a protective exoskeleton. To safeguard themselves, they seek and occupy empty seashells, using their specialized appendages and claws to secure the shell's interior. As they grow, they periodically switch to larger shells. Size and appearance: hermit crabs come in various sizes, with some species measuring as small as a centimeter, while others can reach several inches in length. Their exoskeletons are typically reddish-brown, although the color may vary depending on the species and the type of shell they inhabit. Habitat: hermit crabs are primarily found in marine environments, including shallow coastal waters, intertidal zones, coral reefs, and seashore habitats. They are especially common in tropical and subtropical regions. Diet: hermit crabs are omnivorous scavengers. They feed on a wide variety of foods including algae, detritus, small invertebrates, and decaying matter. They use their small pincer-like claws to manipulate and consume their food. Social behavior: hermit crabs are typically solitary, but they often congregate in large numbers in suitable habitats. Competition for shells is not uncommon, with larger individuals sometimes evicting smaller ones from desirable shells. Molting: like other crustaceans, hermit crabs undergo molting to grow. During this process, they shed their exoskeleton and emerge with a new, softer one. Molting renders them vulnerable, and they often hide until their new exoskeleton hardens. Reproduction: hermit crabs reproduce by laying eggs. Females carry fertilized eggs attached to their abdomen until they hatch into planktonic larvae. These larvae eventually settle in the ocean and develop into juvenile hermit crabs. Protective behavior: hermit crabs are known for their protective behaviors. When threatened, they can retract completely into their shells, sealing the entrance with their large claw to safeguard themselves from predators. Ecosystem role. Hermit crabs play a crucial role in coastal ecosystems by scavenging and recycling dead organic matter. They help maintain the health of coral reefs and seashore habitats by participating in nutrient cycling. Conservation. While many hermit crab species are not specifically targeted by fisheries, habitat destruction, pollution, and the collection of shells for souvenirs can impact their populations and the availability of suitable shells. Pet trade. Some hermit crab species are kept as pets, often in artificial shells. It is crucial for pet owners to provide proper care, including suitable shells for them to inhabit. Hermit crabs are intriguing creatures that showcase nature's innovative solutions for protection and survival in marine environments. Their portable homes made from seashells exemplify their adaptability and resourcefulness. Two halves. The Dungeness crab, Metacasinus magister, is a popular and commercially valuable crab species found along the west coast of North America, primarily in the Pacific Ocean. These crabs are known for their sweet and delicate meat. Taxonomy. Dungeness crabs belong to the genus Metacasinus and the family Cancridae. They are classified as crustaceans and are part of the order Decapoda, which includes true crabs. Size and appearance. Dungeness. Crabs are relatively large with a carapace shell width that can range from 6 to 10 inches, 15 to 25 centimeters. They have a distinctive appearance with a broad rounded carapace and large claws. Their color varies from brownish red to olive green, often with white-tipped pincers. Habitat. Dungeness crabs are primarily found in the northeastern Pacific Ocean, ranging from Alaska to central California. They inhabit a variety of coastal habitats, including rocky shores, eelgrass beds, and sandy or muddy substrates. Diet. Dungeness crabs are opportunistic omnivores, feeding on a wide range of prey, including small fish, clams, mussels, snails, algae, and detritus. They use their powerful pincers to capture and manipulate food. Molting. Like other crustaceans, Dungeness crabs molt to grow. During molting, they shed their exoskeleton, leaving a soft, vulnerable body underneath. They hide until their new exoskeleton hardens, which can take several days. Reproduction. Dungeness crabs reproduce by mating. Females release eggs into the water, where they are fertilized by sperm from males. The larvae go through various stages of development before settling in the benthic environment. Lifespan. Dungeness crabs have relatively long lifespans, with individuals living up to 10 years or more. The size and age of maturity vary with location and environmental conditions. Economic and culinary significance. Dungeness crabs are highly prized in the culinary world for their sweet and delicate meat. They are a valuable commercial and recreational seafood resource, particularly along the west coast of the United States and Canada. Conservation and management. Dungeness crab fisheries are managed with regulations to ensure sustainable harvesting. These regulations include size and catch limits, seasonal closures, and measures to protect undersized and female crabs to maintain healthy populations. Habitat protection. Conservation efforts often focus on protecting coastal habitats and minimizing pollution to maintain the ecosystems where Dungeness crabs live. Predators. Dungeness crabs have a variety of natural predators, including sea otters, octopuses, and larger fish. They use their claws for defense and may bury themselves in sediment to avoid predation. Culinary delicacy. Dungeness crabs are often served whole or as crab meat in various dishes, including crab cakes, crab salads, and simply boiled or steamed with melted butter. Dungeness crabs are not only economically valuable, but also important components of coastal ecosystems. Their presence helps control populations of various prey species and contributes to the overall balance of marine food webs in the northeastern Pacific Ocean. The snow crab, also known as Chionoesetes opilio, is a commercially important crab species found in cold waters of the northern Atlantic and northern Pacific Oceans. It is renowned for its sweet and tender meat and is often featured in seafood dishes. Taxonomy: snow crabs belong to the family Orgonaidae within the superfamily Majoidea. They are decapod crustaceans and are more closely related to true crabs than hermit crabs. Size and appearance: snow crabs have a relatively small carapace, shell, typically measuring about 3 to 5 inches, 7.6 to 12.7 centimeters, in width. Their bodies are covered in spiky hairs, giving them a somewhat hairy appearance. They have long, slender legs with white or yellowish coloration, which contrasts with their reddish-brown carapace. Habitat: snow crabs are primarily found in the cold, deep waters of the northern Atlantic and northern Pacific Oceans. They inhabit a range of depths from shallow coastal areas to depths of over 2,000 feet, 600 meters. Diet: snow crabs are opportunistic scavengers and predators. They feed on a variety of prey, including small fish, mollusks, other crustaceans, and detritus. Their diet can vary depending on availability. Molting: like other crustaceans, snow crabs undergo molting to grow. During molting, they shed their exoskeleton and emerge with a new, softer one. This process leaves them vulnerable to predation until their new exoskeleton hardens. Reproduction: snow crabs reproduce through sexual reproduction. Females carry fertilized eggs attached to their abdomen until they hatch into larvae. Larvae go through several planktonic stages before settling to the ocean floor as juvenile crabs. Commercial and culinary significance: snow crabs are highly valued in the seafood industry for their sweet and tender meat. They are a popular ingredient in various dishes, including crab legs, crab cakes, and crab salads. Economic importance: snow crab fisheries are economically significant in regions where they are abundant, such as the Bering Sea and the Gulf of St. Lawrence. They support commercial fisheries and provide livelihoods for many people. Management and regulations: snow crab fisheries are managed with regulations to ensure sustainable harvesting. Measures include size limits, catch quotas, and seasonal closures to protect breeding populations. Predators: snow crabs are preyed upon by various species, including fish, sea otters, octopuses, and larger crabs. They use their sharp claws for defense. Conservation efforts aim to ensure the sustainability of snow crab populations by protecting breeding grounds, monitoring catch levels, and implementing responsible harvesting practices. Culinary uses: snow crab is prized for its sweet and delicate meat. It is commonly served as crab legs, which are typically boiled or steamed and served with butter. The meat is also used in sushi, salads, and a variety of seafood dishes. Snow crabs are not only a culinary delight but also important to the economy of regions where they are harvested. Sustainable management practices are crucial to maintaining healthy populations and protecting the delicate balance of marine ecosystems in their habitats. The red king crab, scientifically known as Paralithodes kamchaticus, is a large and commercially valuable crab species found in the cold waters of the North Pacific, particularly in the Bering Sea and the Gulf of Alaska. Known for its delicious meat, it is a prized seafood species. Taxonomy: red king crabs belong to the family Lithodeidae and the superfamily Lithodoidea. They are not true crabs but are more closely related to hermit crabs. Size and appearance: red king crabs are among the largest crabs in the world. They can have a carapace width of up to 11 inches, 28 centimeters, and a leg span of over 5 feet, 1.5 meters. Their body is typically reddish-brown, with long, spindly legs covered in sharp spines. Habitat: red king crabs are primarily found in cold, deep waters of the North Pacific Ocean. They inhabit rocky or sandy substrates at depths ranging from 20 to 200 meters. Diet: red king crabs are omnivorous scavengers. They feed on a variety of prey, including clams, snails, sea urchins, small fish, and detritus. They use their powerful claws to crush shells and break apart prey. Molting: like other crustaceans, red king crabs undergo molting to grow. During molting, they shed their exoskeleton and emerge with a new, soft exoskeleton. This vulnerable period makes them susceptible to predation. Reproduction. Red king crabs reproduce through sexual reproduction. Females carry fertilized eggs on their abdomen until they hatch into planktonic larvae. These larvae eventually settle to the ocean floor as juvenile crabs. Commercial and culinary significance. Red king crabs are highly prized in the culinary world for their sweet, rich, and tender meat. They are a valuable commercial seafood resource, especially in the United States, Japan, and Russia. Economic importance. The red king crab fishery is of significant economic importance in regions where it is found. It supports commercial fisheries and provides employment and income to many individuals. Management and regulations. Due to concerns about overfishing, red king crab fisheries are often managed with strict regulations, including catch quotas, size limits, and seasonal closures to protect breeding populations. Predators. Red king crabs have a variety of natural predators, including fish, octopuses, and larger crabs. They use their sharp claws for defense. Conservation. Conservation efforts aim to ensure the sustainability of red king crab populations by protecting breeding grounds and implementing responsible harvesting practices. Culinary uses. Red king crab is known for its succulent meat and is often served in various dishes, including crab legs, crab cakes, soups, and salads. The red king crab's large size and delectable meat make it a highly sought after and commercially important seafood species. Conservation measures are essential to maintain healthy populations and support sustainable fisheries. Ghost crabs, scientifically known as Ocypodidae, are a fascinating group of crabs primarily found in coastal regions around the world. They are known for their pale coloration, remarkable agility, and ability to swiftly disappear into their burrows in the sand. Taxonomy. Ghost crabs belong to the family Ocypodidae, which includes around 22 recognized species within the genus Ocypod. They are classified as decapod crustaceans, closely related to true crabs. Size and appearance. Ghost crabs are relatively small, with a carapace, shell, width typically ranging from 1 to 4 inches, 2.5 to 10 centimeters, depending on the species. They are characterized by their pale coloration, which helps them blend into sandy beach environments. Their eye stalks are distinctive and positioned above their eyes, giving them a ghostly appearance. Habitat. Ghost crabs are primarily found in sandy or gravelly coastal habitats, including beaches, sand dunes, and intertidal zones. They are well adapted to these environments, where they dig burrows to escape predators and regulate their body temperature. Diet. Ghost crabs are opportunistic omnivores. They feed on a wide range of prey, including small invertebrates, detritus, plant material, and occasionally small fish. They use their sharp claws to capture and manipulate their food. Burrowing behavior. Ghost crabs are known for their excellent burrowing skills. They dig burrows in the sand, which serve as shelters from predators and protection from extreme temperatures. They are also used for molting and resting. The burrows can extend several feet deep. Nocturnal activity. Ghost crabs are primarily nocturnal, becoming most active during the night. They emerge from their burrows to forage for food and engage in various activities under the cover of darkness. Predators. Ghost crabs face predation from a variety of animals, including birds, fish, raccoons, and larger crabs. Their quick movements and burrowing behavior help them evade potential threats. Molting. Like other crustaceans, ghost crabs undergo molting to grow. During this process, they shed their exoskeleton and emerge with a new soft exoskeleton. Molting leaves them vulnerable, and they often hide until their new exoskeleton hardens. Communication. Ghost crabs communicate through a series of visual displays and acoustic signals. Males often engage in courtship displays to attract females, and they use gestures and postures to communicate with rivals. Ecosystem role. Ghost crabs play a significant role in coastal ecosystems by aerating and mixing sand as they dig burrows. This activity contributes to nutrient cycling and helps maintain the health of beach ecosystems. Conservation. While ghost crabs are not typically considered endangered, habitat destruction, pollution, and human disturbances can impact their populations and the health of coastal ecosystems. Scientific research. Ghost crabs are subjects of scientific research due to their intriguing behaviors, adaptability to sandy environments, and their role as indicators of environmental changes along coastlines. Ghost crabs are captivating creatures with unique adaptations for life on sandy shores. Their ability to swiftly vanish into the sand and their role in beach ecosystem health make them a valuable and intriguing part of coastal environments.